Hello, welcome back to Access with me, David Jackson, and you, Nathan Dighton.
Hello.
And Nath, we're talking about Resident Evil 2.
Again.
I can't hide the fact, it's here, it's no surprise.
Look at that big sign.
Yeah, it's a game that was announced at E3, a remake, we should say, that was announced at E3, and that we got to play at E3 after I ran around being chased by zombies.
Yep.
Which was a real thing that happened, which I didn't enjoy.
Check it out on Twitter. Yep.
Now, this video kind of started as a graphics comparison. Because Resident Evil 2, the remake, looks amazing, and we wanted to go back and see how it compares to Resident Evil 2, the original. I always have to do this. Look at the size. That's original PS1, and in this video we've blown it up. Interesting
to me is how big the flipping letters had to be back in the day.
Yes.
Comparative screen allocation.
I know. It must have been, legibility was a nightmare. And we started at the beginning, I guess, Nath, with Leon.
In gameplay, Leon.
This is Leon in gameplay. I mean, when you pause him here, this is as close as I was able to get to him with the gameplay that we captured. We played Resi 2 for about, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That's as close as I could get. His face is hilarious.
It's like an idea of a man.
That. This is probably the best version of Leon available in the game. The pre-rendered cutscenes.
Yeah.
Here he is being a hero.
Smooth.
I love the way he fires the gun, and the gun doesn't move, but all of Leon does. And here he is in quite a famous scene when he first sees a licker, which is really, really horrible. But this is Leon. I mean, he was always a rookie. In Resident Evil 2, he's a rookie. I think he's meant to be 21. He's a young guy. Prepare your eyes for new Leon. Wow.
Oh,
I mean, he's crazy.
He's a handsome guy now.
He's a handsome guy. He looks a little bit like he might be in a K-pop band.
They've shifted his parting a little bit.
They have. I think they've taken some of the ginger out of his hair. And I don't know, he looks pretty young. I mean, I know he's going to be 21. He might even be. He looks like a rookie.
You get that kind of mid-late 90s CG stuff down there on the bottom right hand.
Yeah.
Everyone looks kind of plasticky.
Yep.
I mean, what are we saying? We've come a long way in 20 years.
Well, this is why this video started as a graphics comparison, and now it really couldn't be. It was silly. It was silly to do that. But it is interesting to see what inspiration really they've taken from the original game and how they've kind of changed things. So this is a little loop I've made. If you see any weird kind of like flickering or anything, it's because I've made this loop as a video. I just wanted to show, this is the main hall of the police station. It's where we started our demo. Look at it back in the day. This is the first time you're introduced to it in the original game.
This is interesting because it would tick all the same memory boxes. You'd go in and you go, oh, okay, I remember the statue. I remember the kind of big hall. Did you remember that actually the desk was at the back of the room? Because now it's at the front of the room. I can tell you I didn't.
Exactly. And it's kind of things like that. That is just like the very first sort of flavour. Look, I like it side by side because you can see how it's completely the same room, but also it's a slightly different room.
Yeah. It's marble and wood. That's all. And the statue. That's all I needed. And
the further we got into playing the original, having played the remake, the more we could see actually how much has changed, how much they've tweaked things.
Yeah.
And that really excites me because I want to know why.
Yeah, well, to me it says at the very least that they've put a lot of effort into making this like a new game on its own right.
And here's probably the biggest change for gameplay reasons. The camera moves.
So we can look at Leon's handsome face.
We can look at Leon's handsome face and everything around us. No more fixed cameras. I played the Resi 1 remake. They still kept with the same cameras.
Yeah.
They've gone in, they're using the Resi 7 engine.
And this is what we used to have.
So this is why the camera is important. In the original game, you had these fixed angles, which meant you couldn't see what was in front of you. In later screens, you also had an auto aim.
Yeah.
So it was really forgiving.
You can't vertically. It's semi-auto aim, right?
It really locks on. If you look here, you aim to. I know you're trying to shoot the guy on the left, and you still hit the woman on the right.
I see.
It's like, but either way, it's very forgiving, and it's now. Look at this. This is the first time you came across a zombie,
mate.
You were panicking. There's
another bit later on where I almost cut the woman out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I shoot all around her.
Exactly. This is the second zombie that you
look
came
at that
across.
one was good. Look,
These are good shots. And it is so gruesome. This woman gives you a lot of trouble. You really panic here. Look at how. First of all, like the reticule is at its widest setting, so
you have to have it completely still.
Very inaccurate here. Look at how the bullets dynamically take flesh off of her face.
Hit the wall behind her.
Holes in the wall. Look, you get this wrong. You get one chance with the combat knife here, but then panic again. Leon, I love this because he's a rookie and he's like that was. That must have just nicked her neck.
Oh.
This woman, I didn't put it in. I should say zombie rather than woman.
Yeah.
She comes back a third time.
I was sick of this woman.
And she's very, very sick. You eventually. So this isn't her dead. This is the other thing I wanted to say, is they take a lot to go down. I mean, you do shoot them in the head a lot, and it's not enough.
I mean,
look at this guy. He's had 2 headshots. He is still
there are
going.
Strands of zombie lore which say
shoulder.
Once you've got a bullet in the head, that's it.
That was 4 headshots and 1 in the shoulder.
That first encounter that you just showed, my first 2 bullets were in the forehead for both of them. Come on.
I mean, it could be the handgun. We did find the shotgun.
It's Resi though, isn't it? You're not supposed to kill every zombie.
Well, first of all, yeah, you're absolutely right. You're not meant to kill them all. Then you're meant to just slow them down. But the shotgun really does.
That's a bit different.
It does quite a lot more than slow them down. This isn't really a comparison now. I've just put this in because it's just brilliant and it's a bit gratuitous. And
it reminds me of the T1000.
I love that when you find a shotgun, they immediately send in a zombie just so you can do this to him.
Yeah.
So no more head for that zombie.
He is. Yeah, he's gone now.
But it is more difficult. Here's some other little changes. First of all, the statue puzzle from the main hall. In the original, you had to find 1 kind of medallion to go in. Now you have to find 3.
Interesting.
We did find the first one already when we played it in our little 20-minute session. So, that is interesting to me. Why? Why have they done this? Where
does it mean?
How much have they changed it? I love this. So this is that's basically the first corridor that you come down.
Look
when
at
you
me.
play the original
Try
game.
and see if I can shoot him in the head.
Yeah,
nope,
you were messing around.
Mate. Just shoot.
So you can see that you get in by a door to begin with.
Yep.
Check it out. Check out the phone boxes, the double doors. When you get past this guy, you're going to see these kind of like arched windows on Leon's right.
Yeah.
There's the phone booth on his left now. He's in a bad way. I mean, it's a slow stumble down this corridor. Check out the arched windows. Look at the vending machines at the end here. There's a green herb there.
Look at the plants as well.
Now take a look at it in the remake. First of all, no zombies. This is the first time you get in this corridor. No zombies to shoot, but they've definitely been here. It's not very nice. There are the phone boxes. You're going to have a quick look at the fuse box, but after that, take a look. There's phone boxes here on the left.
Very cool that the phone boxes are in.
There's the double doors. There's the arched windows.
And there are the plants.
Yeah. There's the arched windows. You can actually see through now and see into the office. And there's the vending machines and there's the plants. Not a green herb though. Green herbs are in the game, but not in this
Maybe
point.
I should have had a proper look over there. Who knows whether they was.
We talked about how this could betray you as someone who has played and loved Resi 2 as well. I don't mean you. I just mean 1. If someone has done that, you might think, oh, there's a green herb here.
Look at the man on the floor, Dave.
This is your favourite thing. We were wondering, is this kind of like the
a little
remake?
Reference?
There's a man here you come across with no head. In the remake, you find this guy who's hanging
jammed onto a pipe through his mouth.
That is horrible, isn't it? That's really not very nice.
It's unpleasant.
But what's even less nice is what happens to him next when you bump into him.
If you touch him, he
will fall. And in order for him to fall, his head has to kind of
come apart.
How would you describe that? Yeah.
So maybe that's what happened to the man in the first game. That's what we're saying. I love that little kick there and part of his mandibles just wiggling around.
This is kind of like just for me now because I love this. I love a computer interface in a game anyway. I've paused it here. Look at how mad this interface is. Look at the test button. It's got a picture of a zombie's face.
I mean, that is odd.
And that's like those colour bars. It says the tone of a colour. That's what you're changing there. What on earth is that about? In the new version, I like that they've kind of they've brought it up to date. It makes more sense. The zombie's gone from the test button.
Right.
Now it's like kind of more PC information. I like looking at the files and stuff. Look at the bottom right. It says powered by, and I think that might be the Umbrella logo.
That's cool.
Which is
you've really taken a look at this.
Well, I really like an interface. And in the original game, this was used to just open some doors. Now it kind of gives you a bit of story. There's a cutscene. You can see there are cameras. It basically tells you what you've got to go. This is the first thing that happens. This is before you even meet Marvin, because as we're about to find out, he's in a different place.
In this room.
This is original Marvin. This is the first thing that happens when you get into the police station in Resi 2. You find Marvin. He's in his room. He's in a bad way.
He isn't.
He is
happy.
spouting.
Yeah.
Some nonsense.
Yeah.
He's got quite a strange way of talking. Here he is in the remake. You're escaping from that first corridor.
That was scary, that bit, man.
It's not nice. Notice that the door is actually shutters now.
That guy looks like the original Resi 2 menu zombie.
He really does, actually, yeah. And here's Marvin, not messing around with that zombie.
I like that.
Look, I love this reveal.
That is a cool. I mean, like in terms, his reveal has been upgraded. You know what I mean? In terms of ways to introduce a character and make you go, I love this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm connected to this guy now.
He is great. And in the old game, Marvin basically sat here. He gave you a bit of exposition. You try and save him. He points a gun at your head.
He really doesn't want to be saved,
which is mad. And then he locks himself in the room. In the remake, Marvin is in the main hall and he stays there whilst you go off and do things.
For as long as we were doing things.
As long as we played it, he was there. And so, you know, again, why? What have they changed? What does this mean? Is Marvin going to have a bigger part in the story? Is he going to, you know, be giving you tips, missions? Is he going to turn into a zombie?
He's definitely
going to turn into a zombie.
Because, like, you know, there's definitely an emotional connection even in those old games with the characters you meet on the way. But, like, obviously, it's just tenfold now. The amount of kind of person that you can put into a character like that. And he gives you a knife instead of a gun.
He gives you the combat knife, which you start with in the original game. I'm a big fan. Basically, as I've said before, Resi is one of the horror games that actually I find really intriguing because I find the puzzles and everything, the way that
inventory management
is done. I love inventory management. It's the only kind of horror game that piques my interest, and this remake has piqued it even more because it's not just a blow-for-blow remake. They are changing things, they're updating things, and in really exciting ways. And I think even if you've played Resi 2 before, there's going to be so much more in this version of the game for you. It's like almost a whole new game. So that's our kind of look at the Resi 2 remake compared to the original. Let us know in the comments below how you think it's shaping up, what excites you about it. Like this video if you liked it, and do subscribe so you don't miss anything else from the world of PlayStation.